The year is 1119, the place, Jerusalem. Christian pilgrims faced a dangerous journey. Bandits roamed the roads. Enter Hugues de Payens and 8 companions. Their mission, protect these travellers. Thus the Knights Templar were born. They took vows of poverty, chastity and obedience. Their base, a wing of the royal palace, believed to be atop Solomon's temple ruins. The Knights Templar quickly grew in number. Donations poured in from across Europe. People saw them as protectors of Christendom, an auspicious start for a legendary order. The Knights Templar were unique. They were monks, but they were also warriors. Their daily lives were a blend of prayer and combat training. They swore off worldly possessions and lived a life of austerity. Their emblem, 2 knights on a single horse, symbolized their initial poverty. They were forbidden from gambling, hunting, and even swearing. They prayed 7 times a day. Their white mantles, a symbol of purity, were emblazoned with a red cross. Their strict lifestyle earned them respect and admiration. They were the ideal of Christian chivalry. They were highly skilled swordsmen and strategists, training relentlessly. They were the elite fighting force of the Crusades, their courage legendary. Truly warrior monks fighting for God and glory. The Knights Templar lived by a strict code, the Latin rule, written by Bernard of Clairvaux. This rule-book dictated every aspect of their lives, from their clothing to their conduct in battle. It emphasized discipline, obedience, and selflessness. Every knight, regardless of rank, ate the same food and wore the same simple clothes. They were not allowed to speak with women, even their own family members. The Latin rule also outlined the rules of engagement in battle. Knights were forbidden from retreating unless significantly outnumbered. They were to fight with honor and courage, always protecting the innocent. This strict code of conduct was central to the Templars' identity. It made them the most disciplined and feared warriors of their time. In 1129, the Knights Templar received a powerful endorsement. Pope Honorius II officially recognized them as a holy order. This gave them immense power and influence. They were granted exemption from taxes and had the authority to build their own churches and fortifications. They answered only to the Pope, not to kings or bishops. This unique position allowed them to amass significant wealth and power. Donations flooded in from across Europe. Nobles and kings gave them land, money and other valuables. The Templars became major landowners with estates stretching across Christendom. They established a network of commanderies, acting as administrative centres and safe houses for pilgrims. They were the Pope's champions, the sword and shield of Christendom. The Knights Templar weren't just warriors, they were savvy businessmen. They developed innovative financial practices that would shape the world. They created one of the first international banking systems. Pilgrims could deposit money at a Templar preceptory in their home country. They would receive a coded document, redeemable for funds at another preceptory in the Holy Land. This system was revolutionary, allowing pilgrims to travel safely without carrying large sums of money. It also provided the Templars with a steady stream of capital. They invested this capital in land, businesses and loans to kings and nobles. Their financial acumen made them incredibly wealthy. They became the bankers of kings, financing wars and other ventures. Their financial power rivaled that of the greatest kingdoms of Europe. They were the masters of medieval finance. The Knights Templar were renowned for their military prowess. They were a formidable force on the battlefield. Their heavy cavalry charges were legendary. Clad in chainmail, with lances lowered, they were a terrifying sight. They fought with discipline and ferocity, often turning the tide of battle. They were instrumental in the defence of the Kingdom of Jerusalem. Their victories at the Battle of Montgisard and the Battle of Harim became the stuff of legend. Their military successes were not just due to brute force. They were masters of strategy and logistics. They built formidable castles and fortifications throughout the Holy Land. Crac de Chevalier, their most impressive fortress, stands today as a testament to their military engineering. They were a highly organized and disciplined fighting force, feared and respected by their enemies. The Knights Templar seemed invincible at the height of their power. But dark clouds were gathering. Their immense wealth bred resentment. King Philip IV, deeply in debt, saw an opportunity. He coveted their wealth. On Friday, October 13th, 1307, he made his move. Philip accused the Templars of heresy. He used his influence over Pope Clement V. They were rounded up and imprisoned. The accusations were shocking. Charges were fabricated based on torture. Philip's actions were driven by greed. The fall of the Templars was swift and brutal. The arrests on that fateful Friday the 13th sent shockwaves throughout Europe. People refused to believe the accusations against the Templars. They had been seen as heroes, defenders of the faith. But Philip IV was relentless. He pressured the Pope. Show trials were held. The Templars confessed to fabricated charges. Those who refused were burned at the stake. In 1312, Pope Clement disbanded the Templars. Their property was seized by the French crown. The remaining Templars were imprisoned or executed. The once mighty order was no more. Their fall was a tale of power, greed and betrayal, the end of an era for the legendary Knights Templar. Despite their abrupt end, the Knights Templar left an indelible mark on history. Their story continues to fascinate and inspire, shrouded in myth and legend. Some believe they possessed secret knowledge, hidden treasures, and even the Holy Grail. While these claims remain unsubstantiated, they add to the allure of the Templars. Their legacy lives on in modern culture, appearing in books, movies, and video games. Their symbol, the Red Cross on a white background, is instantly recognizable. Their story is a reminder of the power of faith, the allure of mystery, and the fragility of power. Whether viewed as holy warriors, skilled financiers, or victims of betrayal, the Knights Templar continue to capture the imagination. They remain an enduring enigma, a symbol of a bygone era of chivalry, faith, and intrigue. Like and subscribe for more.